Hi guys, this is Mrs. Hill. This is lesson 2 in our story Antarctica. The author of this story is Helen Coucher. This is the second lesson from our book. Again, this is a fiction text. I'm going to consider it realistic fiction because as it's illustrated and as the animals kind of have some personality behind them, I think these are real life events or real life situations that animals encounter in Antarctica where they live. So today's part of the story, we're going to read pages 14 through 21. What we're going to do on that is we're going to take a little picture walk before we read or before we look at any key vocabulary words. The question that we might find an answer to today, what do the wattle seals do? We're going to see if it tells us anything about wattle seals. It might. And question number 4, which is on page 2 in your skill packet. How are Adele penguins different from emperor penguins? We'll see if we get information to answer either of those 2 questions. We might find information to add to our second question. What do the emperor penguins do? So we might find some details that we want to use to enhance the answer to question 2. So we'll see how it goes as we read pages 14 through 21. So we're going to look at the illustrations on pages 14 through 21. Check him out. Look at that big smile on his face. We'll find out who he is. Look at those illustrations. It looks like we've got some penguins swimming. Kind of, when I first looked at it, I thought it was like mountains, but I think it's looks like waves up here. So we'll see what that is. Check this out. Got a little baby penguin right there. And then look at that illustration. Kind of gives you a nice little vibrant color here, maybe a sunset. Not super sure what that is, but we will certainly find out. So as we go back to page 14 and 15, we will take a look right here at our keywords leopard seal. I'll give you a little background on him. The danger turns out to be a leopard seal, a ferocious enemy of penguins. He doesn't look too ferocious, does he? But I guess leopard seals are ferocious. As we turn to 16 and 17, we'll take a look at the word trudges and the word rookery. Not too sure what that is, but we're going to find out. Female penguins trudge back to her rookery or nesting site safely. So I guess a rookery is where they nest or where they've laid their eggs. That's a new word. So we'll see what happens there. And as we go on to pages 18 and 19, I've got the word hatched. Down here, I think everybody kind of figures that the egg hatched because there's a baby. The emperor penguin's chick has hatched. Now it is the male's turn to go and feed at sea. So the daddy or the male penguin's been kind of busy the last 2 months holding that egg on their feet, and they were all huddled together. They were all huddled together in those cold winter storms, keeping those baby penguins safe. So we will see what happens with the moms and the dads as the moms come back from the ocean and the dads go back out to sea. So I'm not sure we'll find anything to answer question 3 because we haven't had anything mentioned about a wattle seal, but I think we could probably add a second sentence to what do the emperor penguins do. So I guess we might add a sentence to question number 2. So let's see how this goes. Let's go back a page. I think we're going to go back a page and reread. Meanwhile, his mate is feeding at sea, where danger lurks. A ferocious leopard seal. Lurk is with the emperor this time. Oh, I'm sorry. Luck is with the emperor this time. She leaves the water safely and trudges back to the rookery. So again, we said the rookery is where she laid her eggs. There is great excitement because their chick has just hatched. Look how cute. But the male emperor is hungry and weak. It is his turn to go to sea to find food. So that's as far as we're going to read today. I think what we can do is add another sentence, a little bit more detail to our question. What do the emperor penguins do? So we started our answer with the emperor penguins lay blankety blank blank blank. Let's see what the next thing the emperor penguin does. I think we're going to add some details about the female penguin or the mom. So the mom or the female penguin leaves the water safely and trudges back to the rookery. Why don't we add that detail that it gives us a little bit more info on what do the emperor penguins do. So on page 16, we are going to use the information there. We'll start a second sentence that says, the female penguin blank. And the last part of that is rookery. That's kind of a neat word. I like that. Okay, so the female penguin leaves the water safely and trudges back to the rookery. Okay, so it's kind of like a sequence of events. We're putting things in order in which the penguins do them. So we said in our first part of our answer, they lay their eggs at night. And then the second part of our answer is the female penguin leaves the water safely and trudges back to the rookery. So we'll kind of do like a little sequence of events on that. We'll put things in order in which they occurred to keep going with answer or with question number 2. We haven't met the wattle seals yet, so we'll see if we meet them next in lesson number 3. Again, if you ever have any questions, I'm available through Remind. You can shoot me a message on there. Do not turn your skill packet in until Friday. So this is a working document that we will use all week long. And after you finish question number 2, everything should save in your Google document for you, and we will wait until Friday to turn that in. So I hope you're enjoying this book, enjoying the illustrations behind it, and we'll get back to our story tomorrow and see if we meet the wattle seals. And on our second page, we might meet some Adele penguins tomorrow. So we'll see what happens next in our story in lesson 3. Bye.